Hey everyone. So, super happy to be here. Hope you're doing great. You didn't party too hard yesterday. You're not feeling too sad with this bear market, but it's good. We're all there doing stuff, so we'll be fine. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the metaverse. I'm pretty sure you heard about it, right? You've watched the news, you've been working around and heard about it. Everybody is talking about it, and everybody is building his metaverse. There are a whole bunch of platforms being created, and it creates problems, right? Everything is getting created, but not the metaverse only themselves need to be built. You need to build other stuff and layers on top of the metaverses, and it's what we're going to talk about today. We're not going to talk about a company I'm not going to name. That's not the metaverse to us. It's a private company creating a 3D interface, right, for its product. So it's not what we're going to touch today. So the main problems we have with the metaverse, the open metaverse today, are these 3 points. 1, 1, and 1, right? It's non-efficient markets. Right now in the metaverse, you have, the information is not widespread yet, right? You have many companies building their own platforms. The pricing models are not there yet. You don't know exactly, for some type of assets, lands, for example, what you have to pay for a land. You have no notion of how much one is worth. That's the first problem. Second one is non-interoperability. It's pretty hard to move an asset from one metaverse to another. If you take the open metaverse, you buy something on the sandbox, an asset, 3D asset on the sandbox. You cannot necessarily use it on Decentraland, and it's not the same 3D models. It's not designed for the same, engines. So it's not really interoperable yet. And third point is a non-cooperative economy. Pretty much everyone is working on her own, right? Everyone is on his side. There is no cooperation in between builders and landowners and everybody in the space. So that's another point we're tackling. But today we don't have a lot of time, so we're going to focus on the first point, non-efficient markets. So the main problem right now with current marketplaces, like the ones that have been talked about before, is that they are not made to trade metaverse assets, not made to trade lands, for example. Most marketplaces are really generic and focused on images, right? So when you go on OpenSea, on Rarible, or these marketplaces, what you see is a grid of cards with images. So if you take lands, for example, it's pretty tough to buy land if you just have a card with coordinates. You need to know where it is, you need to know what's around, and you need all this data to be smart as a buyer or a seller or anyone doing anything in the metaverse. So that's what we're building with METAHOOD. We're doing a dedicated marketplace for metaverse real estate. The way we do it is we aggregate a few metaverses, data from a few metaverses. We have Sandbox, Decentraland, NFT worlds. We're adding more and more every day. And what we provide is an easy UI to buy basically these assets. So if you take the geolocated assets, you have a map. The same way you would do on Zillow to buy real-life real estate, you're able to do the same on the metaverse now with MetaHoods. In terms of, on a technical standpoint, so we are building on smart contract or on protocol to trade these assets. These are signature-based, low gas fees. That's that's a signature-based marketplace, right? You don't have to send your token to put it for sale on the smart contract. It's a ERC 712 EIP. The same you have on more and more marketplaces now, where you get like really detailed signatures, so you know what you're signing for. You will be able to buy and sell fixed price and auctions, pretty standard stuff. Something pretty new we're doing is that you will be able to trade with any ERC20 token. So if you want to buy your other side land with Ape, you will be able to. And yeah, we'll be supporting all ERC20 tokens. And super important points that I don't think has been addressed in the previous panel is the fragmentation of liquidity. The main problem we have with many marketplaces launching is that it fragments liquidity, right? The more marketplaces you have, the more fragmented the liquidity is on each of them. So you have more and more products doing aggregation. So Gem and Genie did a great job with this. And that's what we're doing as well. We're aggregating listings from OpenSea, Luxra, X2, Y2 for now, and we're going to be supporting more and more marketplaces as they launch. Yeah, that's it. So we are in private beta right now. We are launching publicly in September. And you can check out the product on MetaHOOD.xyz. You can follow us on Twitter. And we'd be super happy to get your feedback on it. If the metaverse and what we're building is of any interest for you, just come find me and let's talk about that. That's it. Thank you very much.